Okay. Okay. I see we live. Yeah, I went a little early today, baby. I went a little early today. But you know who it is? It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Yeah, man. We gonna kick this thing off something like this.
And yes, we're here again.
It's
And
again,
did you miss
again.
me? Hey, listen, we got
Yeah.
something to talk about.
Talk about it, baby.
It's Bernie the Boxer, blocking the gossip, ready to lock and load. Letting the truth be told. So check out this episode, hitting you with the raw facts. So who be getting it all cracked if you ain't got the knowledge of the sweet science.
Fall back.
Call it bluff, they quick to screen, pull up, fool. Have some goals in the old school.
Oh, yeah.
Making news for the sake of raising the views, changing narratives, what propaganda. Stay tuned, let's talk boxing. No job, no gossip. You want the facts, get it first from Bernie the Boxer. The mother podcast trash, you'll never be hotter. Cause spread the rules, up in the news for power. What you say?
Yeah, baby. We gonna talk, baby.
Read this to understand. If you don't, then you ain't a genuine boxing fan. Get your news from the source, not these fools popping off about who can be who doing what in the sport. Never felt the pain from the rain, brawls in the wars, but with accolades, even though what they report is false. Listen, dog, all your favorite fighters' belts coming off, and they coming home with us. Let's talk boxing. No job, no gossip. You want the facts, get it first from Bernie the Boxer. The mother podcast trash, you'll never be hotter. Cause where the rules,
It's Bernie the Boxer. Yeah.
You're now tuning in to the Bernie the Boxer podcast show. I want to come talk to y'all about what's going on.
Cold-blooded. 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 Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for the introduction, Pen. Appreciate you, Steve. Yeah, man. Beautiful, beautiful. You know who it is. It's yours truly. You are tuned into the Bernie the Boxer show. I say, did you miss me? Did you miss me? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Hollywood Set Tripping, Johnny Dangerous, Coach Rick. Appreciate you. Chillville, yeah, the chosen kid. Just a few. Appreciate y'all. Like I say, you know who it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. We're going to talk this boxing stuff. Yeah. So, like I say, if y'all miss me, it's been a couple weeks, you understand. But, you know, I like to let things marinate and then we're going to go. Actually, I was out of town for a couple weeks, actually about 10 days. We went to Cleveland for the national qualifier. Some of my people in the chat, y'all seen me out there. You know, we was out there working. You know, I had a young killers out there doing our thing. And we definitely made our mark out there. We didn't come home with the championship, but we definitely made our mark. We definitely earned our respect. And so shout out to all the guys that we had out there. We had Jair at 119. We had Carlito Garibo at 125. And we had Alan Panduro at 139 pounds. And they definitely showed their ass out there. Appreciate the guys. Love you guys. And that's what it was. Also on that fact, you know, being out there was a beautiful trip. Like I say, it was Cleveland. I got a chance to meet some of my fans, and I became a fan. You know, I got a chance to meet Baby Bug. I don't know Miss Marley. I got to meet her and her father at the bowling alley. 10-time national champ. She just won the championship out there. 10-time national champion from the Bay Area. Beautiful little fighter. I watched her on the pads. Go look her up. Baby Bug. She on Instagram. 10-time national champ. Shout out to her. Shout out to her father. Keeping her together. And like you say, it's all about the girls, the future, right? And as we seen, Serrano versus Taylor was a huge event. So it's a big game for that. Shout out to my girl Brittany, our own Brittany Parker, national champ, #1 in the country at heavyweight. Let's go, baby. Appreciate you. Yes, girl power, right? Yeah. What'd he say? James Brown said it best. It's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing. I mean nothing without a woman or a girl. And that's how we're going to kick this off. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody in the chat. True Gritter, Mike Anderson, Jonathan Simon. Yeah. Chase, what's good, family? Appreciate everybody. So like I say, you know what it is. Without further ado, the Bernie the Boxer show is here, and it's here to stay, baby. So let's get into it. Well, we had a hell of a night last night. Oh, boxing was a hell of a night last night. We had Serrano versus Taylor in the Undisputed Lightweight Championship. Also on the undercard, which I didn't get enough press, I didn't see it enough, was Fanshawn Cruz becoming undisputed at 68. She's out of the DC area, I think Coach Barry Hunter and Coach Boog. I think she works out of their camp at the DMV area. You know, they got a lot of killers out there. Q Butter out there, the national champion at 152 pounds. I am Scooter Davis. I don't know. I just see him on the Instagram, but you know, they out there doing their thing. The headbangers joints. They had Lamont Peterson. Also, Tank Davis is out of that camp. So shout out to them. Anyway, they got undisputed women's champion Fanshawn Cruz. They said she punished her. I didn't get a chance to watch the fight, but I see she won. So shout out to her. Yes, sir. And so what else we had in the big fight was everything was what was Serrano Taylor. Okay, so I didn't get to watch the fight. I came in about the 7th round. I thought Taylor Serrano was looking good. She was on Katie Taylor. She was on her neck. And I like I said, I thought she did good in the last round. I thought she threw herself out there too much. And I thought she took some punch she didn't have. And I thought she looked a little sloppy. I don't know what that was about. But anyway, they fought a hell of a fight. I think they're going to do it again. And what can I say? Shout out, congratulations to Katie Taylor. Came all the way over here and, across the pond to defend against a hell of a champion, which is Serrano, who's a featherweight champion. I think she's a 7-division world champion already. She went from 140 on down to 115, and she made her way back up to 126. And I think she's doing a fantastic job. Shout out to the Boricuas. Yes, you put on for them, mama. You did a great job. Rosie Perez, I know she was turning circles out there because I know she's an avid boxing fan, and I know she's a Latina as well, African Latina as well. And so shout out to the girls. So like I say, I thought it was a good fight when I seen it. Again, I just reiterate that again. I seen Taylor. She looked it pretty good. Serrano looked it pretty good. She busted Katie Taylor up now. The thing about it, I got to read back and watch the fight now. The girl, they said she had her out on her feet in the 5th round or so like that, and she didn't get credit for that. I think that should have been a 10-8 round. I don't know if the judges scored that. I didn't really do my research so much on that because we had 2 dogs in the fight. We had Keyshawn Davis going up last night. We had Shakur Stevenson going up last night, and they close to the camp. Keyshawn Davis in the camp. Shakur Stevenson in the camp too. Forget it, you understand. It is what it is. It's all one big family. And they put on a show last night. Shout out to them boys. And we're going to talk about that tonight. Chase, appreciate you. D-Ray Promotions. Johnny Dangerous, True Gritter. Yeah, everybody in the house, let's talk, man. Let's talk. Also, hold on. We ain't got to run nowhere. Like I say, I was in Cleveland for the national qualifier. And while I was out there, I had the pleasure to meet some of Cleveland, Ohio, some of Ohio's top alumni. They have a rich culture in boxing, and they had a banquet for those guys, and it was a beautiful banquet. They were saluting past and former champions, current champions, boxing trainers in the sport, and all that stuff that is Ohio. So I was up there hanging around, milling around, and if y'all know Cortez Bay, he kind of gave me the funny look, like I shouldn't be there. You understand? But like I told him, I'm a boxing fan. You understand? No, I'm not from Ohio, but I'm a boxing fan, and I talk a lot of stuff about any and everybody, in boxing. But a lot of respect to all those guys. I got a chance to see Rainier Williams. He was the amateur featherweight champion for the Olympics in 2008. I didn't get a chance to. Or 2012, I think it was, maybe 8 or 12. I can't remember, but I didn't say nothing to him. But again, all those guys was there, and it was a beautiful occasion. And like I say, shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing. You understand? I got a chance to meet Ohio Run Boxing. You seen him on there. He got a chance. He walked up on me. I didn't even know he was filming me. Talking to Prentice Brewer, another fella from Ohio, National Golden Glove champ, true professional in the ring. And so it was a beautiful time talking with them guys, catching up with those guys. I seen Sean Porter in the lobby of the hotel we was at, but I didn't get a chance to say nothing to him. Shout out to Sean Porter doing all your things that you're doing, and appreciate y'all. Like I say, Cleveland, they was not a welcome city. It was a tumultuous trip, but nevertheless, and it was experience, and I'm happy about that. So appreciate everybody in Cleveland. Yeah, MD, what's good, family? So what else is new? Wait, I don't want to, before we get to the big topic, hold on, because I missed 2 weeks. So we had Tyson Fury fight last week. He fought Dylan White. That was just this last week. I was in Ohio for 10 days. Woo-wee. So we had Tyson Fury fighting, defending his championship. He had a 6-round stoppage against Dylan White, who was a decent contender. I would say he was a fair rate contender. I wouldn't say he was a top contender, but closed mouth don't get fed. The man kept talking. And he got what he wanted, which was an ass whooping. Tyson Fury sent him on about his business. I seen him talking about he want a rematch. Please don't. Please don't. If you didn't do nothing in your chance, please don't. I'm sick of you, Dylan White. I'm sick of you. Go on about your business. You got knocked out by Povetkin. You came on back. You beat Povetkin. You shouldn't have got knocked out in the first place. So obviously you got some mental issues in there. Your focus ain't right. You understand? So you a competitor. You know how to talk your way into a fight. You got you some millions. You got your ass whooped. Now get on. So now we done talking about that. Now Tyson Fury, I don't know what he gonna do. I wish him best in his retirement, but I don't think the man can retire. How can you retire at the top like that? Like I say, Rocky Marciano had already been busted up. He already been, he was already kind of fading a little bit. You understand? They say he was at the peak of his powers, but Archie Moore dropping you, Jersey Joe Wildcat dropping these old guys. You understand? You got Floyd Patterson's coming up. You got a couple other little young fighters coming up. Ezra Charles gave him a hell of a fight, so he retired early. And I don't knock Marciano, but I think Fury has taken minimal punishment in the ring. I think he has plenty of more money to get because it's all about the dollars. And I think he got plenty to accomplish. Whether Joshua, for those UK fans, nothing never gets old to them, and they say it's better late than never. So depending on how Joshua comes out, if he comes out with the other portions of the championship, I would love to see that fight. I think it'd still be a huge fight. And I think if he can be the first to beat Usyk, I think that'd be a feather in his cap. So I think and put him back to kind of where he was, never so much as high as he was, but probably, up there enough. Like I say, beating Usyk will be a feather in his cap. They'll be in traded fights. And I think that Usyk can still move around somewhere in there if he happens to lose. I don't know on the outcome. Or Tyson Fury and Usyk will be a hell of a fight for the Undisputed Championship. As you know what's going on, it's all about Undisputed, baby. It's all about Undisputed, baby. It's all about Undisputed. So, like I say, I would love to see that. I would love to see that fight. I think he still got more to prove. Like I say, Tay Wilder was a good fight. I thought he was a good fight with Tay Wilder. 3 fights, 3 epic fights, trilogy fights. I think it was a beautiful fight. But if you want to say heavy lifting, I think that Tay Wilder got rid of which was one of the most threats in the division, which is Luis Ortiz. He fought him back to back, and Luis Ortiz quitted himself. But of course, he was stopped in both of those fights. And so I think he did. I think he was the most complete fighter outside of Tyson Fury in a heavyweight division. So I think Tay Wilder got him out of there. Sometimes, like I say, in the heavyweight division, only take one punch, and that's all it took for Tay Wilder to do that. But again, like I say, I think Fury has plenty more to do in the division. I think he has more to prove. I think he will still have some questions need to be answered if he retires right now. I think he'll still leave a question mark on his career, even though he's had a fantastic career. He showed mental fortitude coming out of his drug addiction, his depression, after his one of the ugliest fights against Waldemar Klitschko, one of the worst heavyweight fights in history against Klitschko. But, he came out and he proved himself, and it says, what have you done for me lately? And Tyson Fury been looking sharp lately. He's a phenomenon. It's almost 7 feet tall, almost 300 pounds. Like he said, he moves like a middleweight. He got good power and everything like that. So I can't say nothing about. He is a freak of nature and he's doing his thing. But I say, like I said, he's got plenty more to approve. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, let's go with what happened with last night. Let's go with what happened last night. Well, of course, we had businessman Keyshawn Davis going up last night. We had the Transformer, my boy Troy, 3-division United States champion, a former Olympian, just came out the Olympics. I think he moved his record to 5-0. I think he put on a hell of a show. I think that, for what it's worth, Troy is just like he say with Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley. So I think they hit a nail on the head. I thought the broadcast was great last night. I love to see the support for both guys. But with Shakur and Valdez. But as I was saying, I think they was right on the head when they talked about Troy. Like I say, he's not nothing fancy, but he get the job done. He's like a bulldozer, right? Like I say, Troy is a solid fighter. Like I say, I can see the man being world champion. I think, he's constantly working on his craft. He's a hard worker. He's his worst critic. I've had a chance to work with him in the gym, and I know how hard he is on himself. He has a great mentor in Al Mitchell working with him. And, like I say, Al been around. If you know Coach Al, he's been around. He's a veteran of the sport. But also, he has that grandfatherly figure. He's a mob boss anyway. But like I say, he still has that grandfather influence on you. And he knows how to, like I say, he's been through everything it is to be in boxing. So to have a guy like that to mentor you and coach you through your career, especially as a young man, and Troy is a sponge, I think it's a fantastic situation for him. And I'm looking forward to see him. Shout out to on your victory. The Transformer, if you ain't following Troy the Transformer, Box Boy Troy. You understand, all the way out there from Virginia. Coach K doing your thing. Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. And like I say, Virginia was heavy in the house last night. Virginia was heavy in the house last night. You had my boy, one of DB3. You understand? It's like this. Wait, hold on. Where my camera at? It's like this. You understand? They get me mixed up. They try to say I'm throwing up the beat. No, it's DB3. And I'm a Davis boy too. So let's go. You understand? I'm the fourth member. I'm gonna make myself the honorary member, fourth member of DB3. But anyway, like I say, Keyshawn, he got it all. Like I say, he got the charisma and he can fight, So sometimes to make yourself in boxing, it helps to have a little charisma and personality. Let the people see who you are. We all human, and let them see who you are. We just like you. He's just like us. So I think he did a hell of a job. I was pleased with his performance. Bo and Saul and Red doing a hell of a job with him. Shout out to my boys. Shout out to Team Crawford. Yes, sir. They're doing a hell of a job with the kid. I think Bo was appropriate in his assessment that he's gonna take Bud's place, and I'm happy for that. Even though we got a lot of young people underneath, it's always ready somebody take your place, to come in, and that's what you need, and that's what we're doing. It's a farmhouse system, yeah. But anyway, Davis looked good. Keyshawn looked good. I think like he said, I don't want to be moved too fast, but he knows what he needs to do. He needs the appropriate competition to get him ready. Not too easy a competition, but just right to let him learn things. You need a mover, you need a brawler, you need a banger, you need different type of styles. Let me say, you need a jabber, you need different type of styles. So just to get you ready for that championship, because when you win a championship, you're supposed to be ready to defend it. To keep the championship. So I think he's on a fantastic role. I thought he did good. I like the way he extended himself. He punished that boy, and he got some rounds in, because last time he didn't get no rounds in. He got one round in, knocked the boy out with a vicious body shot, and fighters need rounds. It's good to knock them out, but at the same time, you need to get your work in. You need to get the rounds in. You need to get that experience in, and I think he did that. I think Top Rank doing an excellent job with the promotion. Like I say, they do know how to move you. I don't know, once you become a superstar or whatever like that, things get kind of iffy. And I don't know, but we ain't going to talk that into existence. Let's just go right now. So I think they had a hell of a guy with him. It's like 100 and I think he's like 18-1 or something like that. So I think he had some experience. He was a tough Mexican fighter. Viva la Mexico. Yes, sir. Always in the building. And, I think he did his job. So shout out to Keyshawn. Shout out to that fella that stood in there and took that punishment. We need more like you. Appreciate you. Now, we're going to talk about the big fight. Like I said, Viva la Mexico. Viva la Mexico. Shakur is a dynamic fighter. They was talking about Timothy Bradley, and like Timothy Bradley said, I've been around the sport 22 years. He's a two-time world champion. Really undisputed at 140. He didn't have all the belts, but he beat Kendall Hope for the WBO. He beat Devin for the IBF. He beat Junior Witter for the WBC, went overseas and did that. Like I say, he beat Lamont Peterson. I mean, he's beat a who's who at 140. So he was the true championship. Go get that man a Ring Magazine championship, just like y'all did Prince. Get that man a Ring Magazine championship, because Tim Bradley was the man at 140. Get that man a Ring Magazine championship. He deserves it. And like I say, I love this support for both guys last night. I think he hit it right on the nail on the head with Shakur Stevenson, who's a blue chipper, him and Andre Ward. I think I'll shout out to Shakur, for believing in himself. Shout out to Coach Wally. Shout out to Coach Dirt. You understand? Shout out to Ant. I know you did your thing, and I didn't get to see you, but I'm sure you did your thing. Shout out to the whole team over there. You understand? And for everything that they done with those guys, and Shakur leading the way. So like I say, Coach Wally is grandpa, Coach K, everybody has something to do with that kid, and the kid himself, putting a lot of pressure on himself. He expects a lot of himself. So I give him a lot of credit, especially being a young man. coming from a tough city like New Jersey. Coming up. Got a lot of family members to take care of, a lot of brothers and sisters, got a beautiful mother, hanging in there, take care of them. So I'm just glad for them, to give them a better life. So shout out to Shakur. Did a hell of a, man, he's sharp. I can't say nothing else about him. We can critique, and I'll give a little bit on that, but he was dead on with everything. Like I say, it's a code to crack, and Valdez didn't crack that. Valdez didn't crack that code. Speaking of Valdez, like I say, I want to give him a hell of a shout out, for accepting the contest, and that was not going to be easy. Shakur, he's the matrix in there, he's a genius and a master at distance. You understand? I think his power has very much improved. I've been getting a lot of static, I've been seeing a lot of static on him about gaining weight, but Shakur Stevenson is 5'8". You understand? He come up out of 126 pounds. He was a 119 pounder in the amateurs, 123 in the Olympics. So he's growing into himself. I think welterweight, I'll be about where he at. He looks solid. Not a very chiseled, slim young man like say such as myself or somebody else. I would say, he doesn't have a slim frame. He has wide shoulders, a wide upper body, and but like I said, he's coming into his own. I think they did a hell of a job with his strength and condition training. I think he was no less than right by coming right in on the dot at 130. He wanted to give himself the best chance. Sometimes we try to lose a little weight and try to look too good for the weigh-in, but I thought he looked spectacular. And he came in right on the dot, and he didn't want to leave nothing to chance. So I think his power was perfect. Anybody that say he can't hit, I think that's full of, because Valdez didn't do nothing. So like I say, Valdez, for all it's worth, again, I don't want to take nothing away from Valdez, but Valdez, he didn't live up to the true Mexican warrior that his forebears left. A Barrera, a Morales, a Chavez, that sort of speak. A Marquez even. He didn't live up to that. He didn't take enough chances. And I think that going into the fight, I think he knew what was going on, and I think he should have probably used some more tactics, like probably throwing him more punches, letting his hook go, using his side-to-side head movement to get inside, banging wherever he could, hitting him on the hips, different things like that, just being rough, just making it an all-around rough fight. But Shakur is pretty strong, like I said. So that was going to be a tough fight. Valdez, 5'5", maybe 5'4", Shakur 5'7", 5'8". So he was at a disadvantage to that, but I was impressed with Shakur's his strength. If you watch him, which he got warned for holding his glove out there and keeping the man at bay, which is illegal. But again, what I'm saying? Let the referee handle that, in which he did, which referee did. All y'all talking stuff. Leave the man alone. It's boxing, you understand? It's a fight. But like I say, the way he was turning him, you actually seen him put his hand on his head and actually move Valdez. And I was impressed with that, So the man's strength is really coming in. No, he doesn't have a lot of knockouts like that, but he got just the right knockouts, and he got enough power to keep you honest. And Valdez didn't want to have nothing to do. He didn't take enough chances. So in that respect, what I say, he kind of failed in that respect, but he hung in there. He went the distance. I talked to Shakur today, what I'm saying? I got a chance to call me, that's my boy. I called him. And like I said, he told me he heard his saying other than that, he would have stopped him. And I can believe that, but I thought it was a hell of a fight. I know y'all understand, seen it. And I don't know where the kid goes from here. I think that his mandatory challenger would be Navarrete, who's a big fighter, 130-pounder, 26-pound champion at WBO. He was going to fight Valdez. I love Navarrete. I think he's a hell of a fighter. Throws a lot of punches, But again, as I seen with my boy Allen in this weekend, everybody going to fight you different. Everybody fights you different. And I think that, you look like a world beater against other people. Then you get in there with somebody like a Shakur, like an Alan Panduro or a Bud Crawford, you understand? And things change, you understand? Things change once they get in there. They see the setup and they say the last stuff I did ain't going to work with this guy. So you got to readjust. And that's going to be a hard readjustment. So like I say, I think Shakur did a hell of a job. I think he worked the body just enough. Like I say, I don't see nobody beating him. And I wouldn't, if I was him, I wouldn't rush myself up to 135 pounds. I would let those guys sort it out. I think they're doing a hell of a job by signing Devin Haney. I think they got Kambosos is on the other side. I don't know if Devin gonna win, but like I say, they all involved in Top Rank. So he got plenty of fighters to pick from at 135 pounds in Top Rank stable. So the sky's the limit for him. Now, what I would say this. What we is 25 minutes in. I've been talking for a whole flat 25 minutes. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Yes, sir. Just bear with me. But like I say, moving forward, I wouldn't move the kid too fast. I would keep him just where he at. Like I say, if he want to meet that goal, which would be undisputed, I think that'll be a hell of a fight. I think that'll be a hell of a goal for him. Another feather in his cap. He already Ring Magazine championship. Beautiful. I told him today, don't underestimate the Ring Magazine champ. The WBC, they go, and it's sickening to me. The WBC is sickening to me. Sickening to me. Rush you in there with a T-shirt on, putting your hat on, and they ain't worth nothing. The belt trash. They give you 3 different champions. They didn't give Valdez. They didn't give him no punishment for testing with the drugs, like in what Bradley said. You know what you're doing. Come on. Ain't nobody just going to hand you nothing with no label on it, and you ain't going to ask them what it is. Come on now. You understand? So, as far as that matter, but again, they all Mexican. It's a Mexican camaraderie, and they, for whatever it's worth, they stay loyalty over royalty. You understand? So I appreciate the WBC in that aspect. But being leaders of the sport and being what should I say, role models, or what else can I say? Like I say, they're organization, body, authority figure, something of supposed to be of class, of essence, but they fall short from that, and a lot of the organizations do. But it is boxing. It's boxing is a racket. You understand? It's a game. You don't play boxing, but it's a game. When you're dealing with the promoters and whatever this and whatever that. So again, the champ is the Ring Magazine. He's the Ring Magazine champion. Shakur Stevenson, I think it fits him real good. I wouldn't want to see it nobody else at 130 pounds. Like I say, so I wouldn't rush him. I say he got plenty of people to pick. He got 2 more champions at 130 because Tank ain't really no 30-pounder. Gutierrez is WBA champ. You got Ogawa as the IBF champ. So I think he got plenty of fish to pick, plenty of fish to pick from. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Go in there and pick out anyone you want. And so I shout out to him, like I say. So shout out to Shakur, did a hell of a job. Shout out to Coach Wally. Shout out to Coach Dirk. Everything that y'all did last night, y'all won. Y'all put on for your city, for yourselves, and y'all got y'all one. Yes, sir. MD, what's good, family? True Gritter, D-Ray Promotions. Okay, so we're going to get some questions. We're going to talk about some upcoming fights in just a second as well. Jersey, yes, sir. Oh, man, y'all got y'all one. Boy, that boy put on, boy, for the city. Yes, sir. Man, like I say, man, did a hell of a job last night. That man, what can I say? Everything the man did, he had an answer for it. Everything he was there, then he wasn't. He was like a magician in there. You think you got him, and then you don't. Man, the man disappeared for you in front of your very own eyes. You understand? What he say? Your eyes can't hit what your hands can't see. Yeah, whatever it is. All right. Okay. So we're going to get into some questions. Appreciate everybody in the chat. You understand? It's going up. It's Sunday. Oh, I had a wonderful meal. I don't know what y'all had, but I had a wonderful meal coming off that road in Cleveland. Oh, man, I was just eating whatever they had out there. They was giving us breakfast. They was giving us leftover breakfast in the buffet. The potatoes was the first day, the potatoes was crisp and right. The next days, they were soft and soggy, and it was terrible. So I was happy to get a home-cooked meal today. Baby got down. She put them smothered pork chops. Yes, I eat pork. Beautiful, loved it. Smothered pork chops. We had mashed potatoes with the gravy smothered. Oh, and gravy with the onions. Oh my goodness. What else? We had the green beans. Of course, you gotta eat your green. Yeah, and had that garlic bread with it, and of course my Pepsi. And so I'm full and I'm ready to talk. And I had my Sunday dinner. It's beautiful. I'm glad to be back. I'm seeing everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody. I say, you know who it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. And I need y'all to do one more thing for me. I need y'all to hit the like. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button. You understand? I need y'all to hit that Cash App. You understand? Do it. We're trying to get to 10,000. We're trying to get to 10,000. Before we get off topic, you seen what the kid said. You see what Bud said. You see my title. It ain't nonsense. What the man said. Ain't nothing but air and opportunity. Ain't nothing getting in the way but me and Earl Spence. Ain't nothing in the way. So you seen Spence get in the gym. All we doing is waiting. Now, until that time that we get there, I need 10,000 subscribers. I'm at 2,000. I couldn't believe how many subscribers I had. I got 2,000. Okay, my Instagram. Hit that Instagram. You understand? Subscribe to my channel. You understand? I'm trying to get 10,000 followers on the gram. I'm trying to get 10,000 on YouTube. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Hit the cash app. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm starting from the top. Benjamin Bryan Jr. says, it's Bernie. Yeah. Like I say, you know, I'm going all over. Like I say, I got people recognize me, understanding, appreciating what I do all around. You understand? And I appreciate everybody. Paper Jason Cannabis, what he say? Did I miss it, man? Yes, sir. Chillville says, what's up, B? Coach Rick, what's good, family? What happened to y'all, man? I didn't see y'all down there. What's good with my boy, man? I didn't see Rock at the tournament, man. I think they got another one going in July, so we're going to try to make that July in Kansas City because they took it from us, you know, down in out there. You know, we fought some hell of a guy for Manny Robles' gym, but we made them look like nothing, and they still took it from us. We made them look like nothing, and they still took it from us. Mar the Machine says, what's good, man? You know I can't call it, man. We're going to talk this boxing, man. We're going to talk this boxing. So it's a hell of a night last night. Hell of a night. Them girls put on the show. It's almost like I don't want to give myself too much credit, but everything I said come to fruition. It came that fast, you know. Probably already had it in the works, but I'm speaking into existence. Like I say, the women is coming. What they did for women, I thought they put on a tremendous show. The crowd was packed. You know, they showed a lot of love for her in her hometown. And I think she did a hell of a job. You know, 7-time world champion. She ain't got nothing to sneeze at. I thought a lot of people thought she won the fight. She didn't really complain about the fight. And I give her kudos to that. You know, sometimes you got to take the high road. Big Eddie, the fifth. The fifth is 5 Eddies. It's 5 Eddies, huh? Okay, says, what's up, Bernie? Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Went to service, had a good sermon. Good sermon. Bishop went down today. He said, the good, the bad, the happy, the sad. I thought he took that from a rhyme in Project Pat's from Project Pat on my mama. The good, the bad, the happy, the sad. Love what you got. He said, and remember what you had. You understand? Scance Rent says, Bernard, man, that man used me by my government, man. It's Bernie. TJ Hall said, what's good, Bernie? Appreciate you, family. Rich Coach, what'd he say? Give it to him straight, no chase. You know how I'm going to do it. You know how I'm going to do it. That's the only way. Wendell Jackson says, what's the word? WJ Luckett says, salute, Bernie. Bud gonna stop that boy. You come on, is we? KDR 7989 says, what's up, Bernie? Team Crawford all day, every day. Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. You see us in the club going up with Mayweather's. Like I say, you know, I love Mayweather. And Mayweather, you know, the best ain't hard to spot. And them two fellas that he was with, Crawford and Shakur, you know, right there on his heels, you know. Like I say, I can't say that. We only can suspect. I don't know Mayweather's good, but you know, he is what he is, and you can't take away from what he accomplished, you know. Scance Rand says, why the fight ain't signed yet? Well, it take a little time, fella. Take a little time, but I think they're working on it. If you heard Derek James talking about the fight, you know, we're gonna see if we going I hope we get the best version of Errol Spence. So when we whoop him, ain't no complaints. It ain't no complaints because he gonna get the very best of Bud Crawford. You understand? Bud Crawford 2.0. Y'all ain't even seen the best of the man yet. Chillville says, bro, please tell Bud beat the brakes off Spence. I'm afraid the work rate Spence presents. Like I said, if you heard anything that I just said, family, anything that I just said. Well, styles make fights. And when you get in there with somebody, he can do all that to him. But when he get in there with him, he didn't do none of that. So I'm not worried about Spencer's work rate. Anybody that say Bud don't throw a lot of punches, I think that's nonsense. You know, Bud gets busy, you know, especially after the 4th round, he gets busy. You know what I'm saying? He downloads and then he goes to work. You understand? Like a surgeon. You understand? Like a surgeon. Excuse me. Don't worry. Bet your money. Jonathan Simon says, blessings, my brother. Appreciate you. Happy Sunday, family. Jersey in the house. Appreciate you. What'd he say? Oh, man. Brian Romano said, that song fire. Where can I get it? Like I say, my boy Steve Penn, Steve Penn Music. He on Instagram. If you can follow him on Steve Penn, he took his time out. I thought he did a hell of a song. I think all the lyrics was true to who I am and what I stand for. I thought he did a hell of a job. I thought the melody was good. Everything he did. So shout out to Steve Penn for making my intro song. I played it through my Bluetooth speaker. Shout out to my boy Vershawn Jackson. Brought me on the radio. Y'all seen me. 93.7, The Ticket. You understand? Lincoln Radio. You know, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Lincoln is the home of the Corn Huskers, national champions at the same time. My boy Vershawn was on the national championship team with the Nebraska Corn Huskers, invited me on the radio. And like he said, Bernie, get your Bluetooth speaker, play your intro song. He had a chance to play it for me on the radio. And like I say, appreciate y'all for loving the song. I think Steve did a hell of a job. It's true to me. I love it. And we're going to, you know, like I say, I'm coming on. I'm my own producer. I'm on everything. My producer, I don't got her no more. I got to call her on the phone. But at the same time, I'm stuck doing it all by myself. So here it is. You like I say, I played it today, and I'm going to play it. Appreciate you, Brian. Chase says, Blue saying Bud ain't the same in the Orthodox position. Well, you know, they got to say something. And let me say that. Since you said that, let me say that. Let me say this. Blue Blood Sports gets on my fucking nerves. Blue Blood Sports gets on my fucking nerves. All that fake news and gossiping and Wendy Williams ass shit, you know, what he say? The fight was gonna be September 17th. Now, why the hell would he say that stupid shit? Why the hell would he say that? Then I got people calling my phone talking about, is the fight signed? Is it gonna be on the 17th? And you know, I think that's immature on his part. Bennett, this is a hell of a fight. And like I said, you know, people trying to get their tickets, trying to get their things in order, and everybody getting on pins and needles waiting on the announcement, you know, and this stupid motherfucker go drop that, say that stupid ass shit, get everybody all in the rage for nothing, just for some old views and shit, you know, sad and pathetic. That's why I don't mess with them. I show them love when I see them, respect, but I don't mess with them. I don't listen to nothing they say. I don't even turn them on. I seen a fella last night in the store. I went out to get a midnight snack. The fella said, Bernie, I don't even listen to them other guys. I listen to you. I say, appreciate you, family. That's how you do it. And Blue Blood don't nothing about no boxing. He wouldn't know who good and who not in the Orthodox position. Via Cash says, what's good, Bernie? Keyshawn killed it, didn't he? Didn't he kill it? Keyshawn Davis, like I say, you know, a lot of confidence in himself, and he's a harsh critic on himself. One of the members of DB3, you know, you got Keon Davis in the amateurs, number 2 in the 147-pound division. His brother Kelvin Davis coming off a spectacular performance the other night when Keyshawn knocked the boy out in the first round. So I didn't get to see him fight. I don't think Kelvin fought last night. So shout out to DB3. Jay Beezy says, Omaha checking in. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Hollywood set tripping. Much love, homie. Yeah. Oh, man. You didn't pull up on me, though, Hollywood. I was in your town. I thought you was in LA. You was in Cleveland. You ain't pull up on me. I gave you everything. You ain't pull up on me. I wanted to put a face to it. You know what I'm saying? Come on. But it's all good. You know we going to link one time. Johnny Davis says, that shit fire, bro. You got some dope-ass intro. Now you on your way, fam. Appreciate you. Yeah. That shit going to go platinum. Yeah, get that on we can get that on YouTube, get it on live stream, you know what I'm saying? Get them views up. You understand? Rich Culture says, let them know we cutting E-roll shag, Bernie. Yeah, we gonna go, we'll do it. We gonna give him like he said, give him a shaving haircut. What movie was that on? No, that's actually a line from the legendary heavyweights. No, actually from the legendary Little Giants on the talking about Willie Pep. He says Willie Pep, he give a story about Willie Pep. Willie Pep, he had his they took his shine box, he took his shine, he was shine shoes. Some black kid came, knocked him off his stoop, took his shine, and you know, Willie said forget it. After he got his breath, got his breath and came back, he said after that he get a man a shaving haircut. And that's exactly what we're gonna do with Spence. We're gonna drum him up. Hit the like button. You heard him. Hollywood Sarah Trapper said, do it. Chillville says, bro, a lot of these boxing channels saying Spence gonna beat Bud. Well, you got to say that. You know, Errol Spence, he's you know, he's the more popular of the bunch. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give him that. In a sense that you know, he gives interviews, you know, he's accessible, and the kid ain't accessible. You know, actually, I talked to Bud. I tried to get him on the Boxing Voice. They hit me up. I hit them up, telling them why they don't do more on Bud. And you know, he responded back. He said Bud was out there in training camp with Shakur and Devin, as well as Keyshawn Davis and the rest of the team. And they had hit Bud up. He didn't respond to him, so I reached out to Bud and asked him to do me a personal favor, because I'm trying to get the man up. You know, they say popularity bringing the book, so I'm trying to get him where he need to be, or where I think he should be. Just in my opinion. But the kid told him, go to hell. I ain't fucking with the Boxing Voice. I don't know. I don't know. I think the rise just came up, but Bud hear everything. He like an elephant. He don't forget. You understand? So Boxing Voice was talking shit, talking down on him. So he told Boxing Voice to go to hell. You understand? So he ain't doing it. And so it is what it is. So you know, so they gonna do that. You know, if they give you getting them interviews, which they feel like they getting views, and which translate into money and success and, you know, notoriety and whatever else, popularity for themselves, you know. So they gonna give them credits. You know, it's like you scratch my back, I scratch your back, but the kid ain't playing that. And so I was talking to a fella from Toledo, and I heard this. So when I'm talking to Bud on the phone, and I says, man, please, can you just get on the show for me? You understand? You know, people want to hear from you. And like I say, you tell the devil the truth to his face, you know. So you get on there, let them tell them what they said about you to their face, and, you know, you set them straight. But he told me, Bernard, I don't care. And he got stern with me. I don't give a damn. I don't forget all them. I don't care about none of that. Bud said, I don't care about none of that. So if you're looking for an interview with Bud, if you said something wrong, if you did, he ain't gonna do it, and he don't care. He got the money and the fame. He already there. You understand? When I meant the fame, let me say that he already accomplished. You know what I'm saying? It's bucks over fame. You understand? Bucks over fame. You understand? So like I say, the man already, let me run it down for you again. Defending welterweight champion, 5 title defenses, all knockouts. You understand? Former undisputed champion at 140, lineal champion at 135. Shall I go on? You understand? Undefeated in over 7 and 8 years. You understand? 13 years as a pro, 8 years as a champion, 3 divisions. You understand? Come on, a true pound for pounder. Yeah, you understand? Ain't nothing never been close. You know what I'm saying? We on 10 round, 10. How many fights we stopped? Last 10 opponents. Oh we. Last 10 opponents we stopped them. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. The chosen kid says, "What's up, Bernie? You and Bud and Bomac got love in Baton Rouge. Yeah, appreciate you, Louisiana. We can't wait to see Bud stop that small fish. You and me both. Shout out to Louisiana, man. Shout out to my boy Prograde, man, doing his thing. You know, like he said, I watched him on the Instagram the other night, and like he said, I started keep grinding. He started at a late age, and you know, like you said, I started off. Them boys was national champions. I didn't even know how to put on the glove right. And, you know, I eventually overtook him. I guess that's what was his message. And he became world champion, unified champion, WBC and WBA. I think maybe he was WBC interim champ. And I know he was a outright WBA champion. But again, nevertheless, for undisputed championship against Josh Taylor, I think he's the #1 contender. I think the fight was close enough for him to get another shot. Maybe fight, what's the fella's name? Hot, knocked on Josue. Shout out to Josue. Give me a second. The Mexican fella. You understand who he is. But anyway, I think, you know, it's between them. I think he's the Mexican fella is the highest rated at WBC. But shout out to Prograde. So, you know, like I say, grinding, and he did attain his goal, which would be world champ. Bendale says, hit the like button. You heard him. Hit the button. Shit. Hit the button. Q the guy says, salute, Bernie. MD, what's good, family? Appreciate you for having me over yesterday. We had a hell of a fight last night, had a hell of a ways do, and we watched the fights. Shout out to you every time. Appreciate you for having me over. Chase says, Bud gonna knock Spence out. Is we? Oh my God. Is we? Jonathan Sims says, blessing and much love, my brother. Appreciate you. Okay, so before I get into some more questions, I'm gonna leave it just like that. That's where I'm gonna leave it at, so I know where I'm at. We got some other things coming up. If you heard the news, you seen Teofimo was talking about fighting Josh Taylor for the undisputed championship at 40. Well, I'm thinking that Josh, he did struggle in his last fight against Catterall, which again I can attribute that to overconfidence. You know, like I say, overconfidence. And I don't want to take nothing from Catterall, but I don't want to give him too much credit, But I think Taylor did enough to win the fight. He pulled out, you know what I'm saying? He got his hand raised. So it is what it is. But I think him and T.O. will be a hell of a fight. I think that T.O. probably could make 135, but he ain't trying to see that. Him and Taylor, I'm picking Taylor. I'm picking Taylor in that fight. I think Taylor got the skills to beat the bigger, stronger man, or at least just as strong as T.O. Hell of a boxer. So I think that's going to be a good fight, but I'm picking Taylor in that fight. I think from what I heard, rumors circle around, T.O. done signed his life rate with Top Rank. So, he locked in, and I would see that get that fight. Why would he not get the fight? Fought a hell of a fight with Kambosos. He lost the fight, but he was valiant in the fight. And I think he just lost his head in that fight, and that's why you got to keep your head. You got to keep your head. Can't let your emotions get to you. You understand? Can't let your emotions get to you, like Shakur, like he did. Cool, calm, and collected, like an assassin. I ain't going to let nothing you do. I ain't going to let nothing you do rattle me. You understand? Nothing you do going to rattle me. I'm going out and do what he got to do. Cold-blooded, you understand? Like I say, when you sign a dotted line, your ass is whooped, And for all the boxers, that's the motto. You're a cold-blooded assassin out there. Valdez talking about banging. He didn't do no banging, but don't do no stupid shit like that. The game is to hit and not be hit. When you sign up to be a boxer, if you're trying to be a true boxer, the game is to hit and not be hit. Now, let me elaborate on a couple things. Far as that, my Mexican brothers that fight, they do come forward and they do like to fight, but they're not just face fighters. They do take some punishment in the process, but they have defense as well as they own. They're not getting enough credit for the defense. As we watched Chavez, his defense. Barrera switched around and used his jab. Marquez was a beautiful counterpuncher. They don't give. Marquez is a beautiful counterpuncher. So like I say, Morales let his hands go. He was a stand-up, upright boxer, punches and bunches in a combination, who knew how to mix it up and move around when he had to. So I don't want to put that on my Mexican brothers. They do mix it up, but they have a style about their own, to come forward in a fashionable way and make it look also good. When you out there fighting, you want to put on a show as well. It's not, I was talking to one of the fellas out in a tournament. He said, it ain't just about winning. It's about how you win. You understand? And looking good doing it. You feel me? And so I think, each and every one of those fighters have had those moments. And, so shout out to them, and that's what made them great. Chavez talking good. The man had over 115 fights. So, he wasn't just taking no punches, he was rolling some of those punches. Barrera the same way, had over 70 fights, So I think we go with too many stereotypes and we go with the status quo and we just follow that, but do your research and understand that them boys are technical warriors at the same time, as well as coming for getting it on. And they wouldn't have it no other way. Yes, sir. But Valdez, he not in that class. Valdez ain't not in that class. He didn't sell out in the fight. Valdez didn't sell out in the fight. He didn't act like he wanted to win the fight. Shakur didn't move on him. He stayed in the pocket like I read more 80% of the time. And, he was touching that man up. He didn't know where the man was coming from. He was there, then he wasn't. Like I say, he was a magician in the ring. And it is what it was. Valdez didn't sell out. Now, what I do want to give Valdez credit was Shakur, I think he kept his head in the middle a little bit too much. Valdez was catching him with right hands, but they wasn't powerful enough, and it wasn't enough. I think he hit him with a double right hand one time, and I was kind of shocked at that. But Shakur being laser focused and maybe focusing on one other thing and not that, you understand, got caught with the right hand. So he got caught with a few right hands, not really telling shots, but I seen Valdez sneaking them in. So if I could say one thing about the kid, I think we should kind of move our head a little bit, keep our head off the line. If I could say another thing, I think that we can turn them a little bit more after we get our punches off. I think we should change the direction. And I think we could, when I say have them reset, so to speak, you understand? So after we get done punching, definitely defense and stepping around, I think we can improve on that. And I think he will, depending on the fighter that he got in front of him. Like I say, he know how to adjust, going to different levels and different fighters, how you got to fight them. So I think he did everything he needed to do against Valdez, but that's all I can say about him. I would give him an A+ performance. Welcome to, now I think he should be on the pound for pound list. what is he? A 3-time, 2-division champion, unified champion, outright champion at 130 pounds. The last lineal champion we had was Barrera. Was Pacquiao when he beat Marquez for the championship. And to that credit though, I think Barrera them should have got it when he fought Morales for the title, but they ain't give it to him. But like I say, lineal champion at 130 pounds, plenty to pick from at 130 pounds. Anxious to see what he do. Shout out to you again, Shakur. Yes, sir. Coach Dirk, Coach Wiley, all them fellas over there doing your thing. Can't wait to see what you do. Okay, you know who it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. Yeah. Everybody in the chat, I say, did you miss me? Let's get you some more questions. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the Cash App. Support the kid. We're trying to get to 10K subscribers. Yeah. Jonathan Sin says, blessings, my brother. Blessings on you, family. Michael Anderson says, how you doing, Bernie? I'm doing all right. True Gritter says, Team Crawford, Northo stand up. Come on, ain't he doing it for us? Yes, he is. The kid doing it. L Boogie, what he say? Says, tell Buzzilla, make sure they have a Vada for him in the Sprints fight. Earl Sprints, love it. What they say? Earl Sprints, beautiful. Earl Sexuals, beautiful. I love it. Chase says, Spence called Bomac a bum, man. I can't wait till Bud lay his hands on that man. So, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. One time Bo said to me, we was talking about something, and he said, you call me Mr. Mumps. You understand? Call me Mumps. You did. So I felt them on that, and like I say, Bo's a hell of a trainer, a beautiful mind in that boxing ring under the tutelage of the great Midge Minor. He didn't study this craft. Bo done been top and bottom with the boxing, had his own career, come back from late shifts, being a chef, coming to the gym, helping me get ready for the Olympic trials, helping Bud get ready for the Olympic trials, helping me get ready for my professional debut, helping all the fighters in the gym, coming at, so I give Bo a lot of credit, being a chef around the house, getting these lot of fights. Like I say, Bo is a hell of a psychologist. He's a hell of a boxing mind. We got one of the top teams in boxing, you understand? And like I say, with Red being along, Saul coming along, it's just like I say, the A team. You understand when you sign up with them. So it don't matter what they say. It don't matter what they say. It's Bernie the Boxer. Yeah, my Cash App, it's Bernie the Boxer. All things Bernie the Boxer. If you see my shirt, shout out to my boy Chuck, made my shirt with a beautiful logo, the best logo in boxing YouTube podcasters. You understand? Yes, sir. And merchandise coming soon. I'm not a big merchandise person, but it's a hell of a logo, and let's get it. If y'all want it, you got to give them what they want. Like Shakur said, give them what they want. Valdez said, give them what they want. If you talking enough, if you say it enough, the people will come. You understand? Yes, sir. W right side. He said on the right side. We on the right side. We on the right side. Yes, sir. We on God's side, which is the right side. Jonathan Simon says, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate you. The right side. Fistiana, where you at, girl? Where my girl at? Nika, where you at? Come on. Taylor was scrapping. Well, I think she was. And to be honest, I was kind of upset at the way Serrano, I thought that from the 7th round on, which I watched the last 3 rounds of the fight, it looked like Serrano was picking her punches. But my partner said she was scrapping the whole time. I thought she sold out too much in the last round. I thought she looked sloppy, and I didn't think she did a good job on that. And I was wondering why she did that. And what I want to say about earlier was, again, the notion that, standing and fighting and just trading punch for punch is entertaining. I don't see that. I read an article on Mayweather's. It's a lot of hate those writers be doing, it's a lot of hate that they be doing, but said Mayweather's wasn't never entertaining. I beg to differ, and I beg to differ with Shakur. I think Mayweather, they're different in styles, but entertaining nevertheless. I think Mayweather got a little more sauce. Like I say, if you watch just the different things that he did, what can I say? The variety of punches that he was throwing. He was busy in the fight, what can I say about Mayweather's punches and bunches, speed, defense, moving, catching, slipping, rolling, standing in the pocket, how was that not entertaining? I can't stand to see two fighters standing there banging, but what I would say, I understand where they're coming from to a certain extent, but everybody don't have that style. Everybody don't have the to make it look good. You understand? Such as like a Barrera, such as the Arturo Gatti and the Mickey Ward. They stand and bang, but they had some class about their fighting style. They showed technique, they showed poise, they showed a lot of different things in that fight. So, and to each his own, styles make fights, and different fighters do different things. But to say Mayweather wasn't impressive, he wasn't entertaining, I think that's a shame. And you shouldn't write that stupid shit. Y'all should be banned from writing. To say the Shakur is in the same light, to say that you should be banned from writing. I hated to see the hate that they had going on for the kid last night. But again, like I say, he's building that mystique about himself. They're gonna pay to see you lose. Whether he said, I don't care what they doing, as long as they paying. You understand? As long as they paying. That's right. I'll be the villain if they paying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you can't feed them kids no belts. You understand? And your opinions don't count. You understand? They like assholes. Everybody got one. Everybody got one. Everybody got. Coach Rick, what do you say? Cutting shag season. Say it again. Okay. Donald Banks says Crawford is going to deliver and beat the Beats by Dre to Spence. Like Bud gonna beat him so bad they're gonna make Bud stop at Spence. The new logo for Spence for Beats by Dre. Cold-blooded. Bosco 47 says, what's good, Bernie? Rich Culture pitched the shutout, didn't he? A clinic. The too cool. You got me, man. How close is the Crawford versus old boy being made? That's right, old boy. I can't say. I don't keep up with the business. I never really asked nothing about all the business, but from what I heard from, it sounds like everything is going forward. I read an article on Keith Thurman talking about he hoped that Bud fight. Get your bitch ass on. Fuck you, Keith Thurman. I don't give a fuck about no Keith Thurman. Like, I give him a lot of credit for ring awareness and everything like that, but get your bitch ass on. Don't get your ass on. And like I was talking to my boy Mike last night, Mike said, Bernie, Keith Thurman ain't worth nothing. Keith Thurman ain't worth nothing. He went the distance with Barrios. Tank knocked him out. Come on. You need to do more. You understand? So get in line. Plenty of times you had the chance to fight Bud. You didn't. You understand? You could have been a trendsetter and stepped outside the box and fought Bud. You didn't. You had every bitch ass excuse not to fight Bud. So sit your bitch ass on. Get your weak ass on. Get your weak ass on. And I hope to God that the PBC boys don't pull that nonsense. It's time to go. You understand? It is what it is. It's like you say, the man say strap season. Okay, it is strap season. Give them to us. It's undisputed. You see my girl Fanshawn Cruz. She did her thing. Taylor kept her championships. Shakur did his thing. We got Devin Haney about to get all the championships. You understand? They about to meet up for all the championships. So it is what it is. Get out the way. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing it, you in the way. Keith Thurman right now, your ass is in the way. Go ahead, which my boy said, made a beautiful point. Beautiful point. Bradley and them said, beautiful point. Beautiful point. Get them young bucks out the way before they be dangerous. Shakur said that, man, you had a better chance of beating me then than you do now. They made up a point against Mayweather's. Well, Mayweather's got Canelo out the way early. You understand? Do it now. So, like I say, if you want to do something, go ahead and get Boots out the way. You know what I'm saying? While you might still got a small window. I would favor Boots in that fight, but while you still got a small window. You understand? Other than that, get your ass on out the way, boy. Get your ass out the way. Nobody want to hear that weak ass shit. Young Shorty Guwop says, what's up, Bernie? Appreciate you. Guwop, that's my boy. Demetrius Hall, salute. I know Boxing says, when is this Spence Crawford fight is over? Hopefully we as black boxing fans can stop beefing and may the best man win. Well, I wouldn't say, I think they caused it like that. I think that, it's not really a so-called beef, but, as a, what would you say, competition, from my standpoint. And I think the fans, I want to give everybody, all the fans, credit for building this fight. We get passionate in what we're doing, Me, I'm a fan at the same time, and I'm close to that's my partner, you understand? So I'm double emotional about the fight. You can say emotional, and trying to down my boy and trying to discredit him, it didn't sit with me well. But again, I would take my hat off to Earl Spence, everything he's accomplished. Like I say, Derrick James is a hell of a trainer. You know, they about to fight, Charlo about to fight undisputed. You know, his resume speaks for itself. He got a lot of guts in his own self, you know. Like I say, my boy Dead, strength and conditioning coach, he do it with you. You understand? So I ain't just gonna tell you nothing. I ain't gonna tell you nothing that I ain't done. I done it. You understand? So I think Derrick James, he's done that. He's up to this point. You know, he was a middleweight contender. He fought Joe Lipsy. He was 10-0. The man was 24-0. He stepped outside the box, showed confidence himself, acquitted himself well, and fought. So to that, I give him a lot of credit. And you know, it is what it is. So I can't take nothing away from him. But it's gonna be a royal affair. It's gonna be a royal affair. You know, so it's gonna be a royal affair. You know, now the fans, we might get down. Now outside of the ring, it might get ugly. It might get ugly out there. Like I said, it might get ugly out there. You understand? But far as the camps, I think, you know, it's mutual respect with both, and we just want to see the fight. I don't hold no grudges. D Promotion says, salute. MD says, man, they robbed Serrano. I'm hearing that. And if them judges didn't give that girl no 10-8 round, what is you doing? What are you doing? Come on. It's like they dogged us out. They dogged us out. What them judges looking at? They must have been on their phone when my boy was up there. Allen was up there fighting. They must have turned their head because we went for the juggler in the last round. We didn't leave nothing to be chance, and they still couldn't do it. What we had to do? We had to hit that man over the top of the head with a frying pan to win the fight. Jesus, what is they doing? Chase says Serrano was whooping her. I'm going to rewatch the fight. Hopefully I can find it. Johnny Danger says the businessman handle business, his business. Keyshawn Sharp. Yeah. And like I said, you know, Keyshawn, man, he you know how to get the rounds in, man. Like I said, you got to get the rounds in, build you up. You know, you did all that training just to go knock him out in the first round. Yeah. If he a top fighter like that, you understand? You know, but you know, when you on your way up, I think that's I think he did right. I think he did right. Hold on. Rich Coach says, I like to see Ortiz versus Shakur. Ortiz who, family? I don't know which Ortiz. Should have been a draw. Oh, I think that Serrano could have been a draw. D Breezy, you done hit the nail on the head. Thank you, family. Thank you. Ooh, we going. We an hour in. Boy, appreciate everybody in the chat. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the cash app at Bernie the Boxer. Yes, sir. Frank Martin versus Keyshawn is a future fight. I think that's a hell of a fight. I think that's a good future fight. I watched a little, little interview on Frank Martin. He crashed Derrick James' interview, and he was all too happy to get in front of the camera, which I don't blame him. I think that'll be a hell of a fight. Two sides versus side, two prospects fighting each other. You know, they got real high hopes on this Frank Martin fella. I seen him and personally wasn't impressed. I think Keyshawn gonna beat his ass, and that's just that. I think it for the storyline, it'll be huge. It's definitely us versus them, but we all together. It's gonna be a royal affair, something like Coming to America. You understand? Black America's finest out there. You understand? And like Mayweather said, I want to help my African American brothers first. You understand? Which everybody else helping themselves first. WBC didn't do nothing to Valdez when he tested positive for dope. They didn't test positive. They didn't do nothing to him. They let him fight. They didn't suspend him. They ain't do nothing. They didn't fine him. They didn't do nothing. You understand? Canelo throw the belt in the trash. They come back begging. You understand? So let them love themselves, which I love them too. Viva la Mexico. But let us love ourselves. You understand? Let us love ourselves. You understand? So I think it's going to be a hell of a show. It's going to be a royal affair. I can't wait to be a part of it. Rakeem Ra says, big fires. You dig? Demetrius Hawk says, show up and show out. Yeah. Okay. See, Manzo, appreciate you, mama. Everything you've been doing. Appreciate your support, honey. Appreciate your support. See, Manzo says, congrats to B&B, Mr. Carlito, Mr. Jose Camacho. Yes, sir. My boy went down there in Tijuana and got his business on and did stop that boy over there. I can't remember what round. Shout out to you, Camacho, my campeon. Good fight. A beautiful display last night by Mr. Davis. Shout out to you, mama. Appreciate you. The boxing scientist says Serrano got robbed. Co-Train's Law says, tell that nigga Bud, that Spence coming to take his eye next. What? We got him in the building. Y'all shaking in y'all boots. Y'all know y'all don't want that. Y'all know y'all don't want that. You know, Spence, like he said, like Shakur said, Valdez didn't want that. He wanted to fight somebody else. He wanted to go somewhere else because he knew what he was up against. He wanted to go somewhere else. And Spence ain't no different. Like Bud said, but they didn't say nothing about Crawford, did they? They didn't say nothing about Crawford, did they? Hell no. But where he gonna go? Hell no. Like Bud said, hell no, I won't go. Chase says Blue Blood be so protective of his boyfriend Spence. Again, like what can I, and it's so sad to me and pathetic. It's so sad and pathetic it's so sad and pathetic. They go with whatever. What's popular? What's popping? You understand? Everybody was Warriors fans when they was winning. Everybody was fan. They never didn't give a damn about the Warriors, so they won. You understand? Come on. Moni Brown. Fuck Moni Brown. Spence going to put Crawford down. Fuck Moni Brown. Fuck Moni Brown. We're going to beat his motherfucking ass. And me and you going to be on the undercard. Shit. Fuck. Let's have an exhibition. I'll beat your ass. David Jack says, EJ fan here, but I rock with Bud too. What it do, Bernie? Now that's all right. Like I say, you got to, hey. Let me say this. I was talking to, we got a very diverse gym. And boxing transcends race, sports, class, and all that good stuff. And so it is what it is. But my little fighters, everybody I had was Mexicans last night. Viva la Mexico. Love my Mexican brothers, right? Big respect. Barrera's one of my favorite fighters. But like this, it's like this. This is for the EJ fans. My Mexican brother said, well, we picking Shakur to win. We believe he gonna win. But in our hearts, we want Valdez to win. In their hearts, they wanted Valdez to win. You understand? Because he wanted him. Because he was one of them. You know what I'm saying? We can all relate. Everybody can relate. He was one of them. Now, being that you from Dallas, I understand that. He's one of you. We're really from New York, but he made his home in Dallas, and he grew up in Dallas, so he's from Dallas. He's a Texas boy, right? Excuse me. He ain't got a city bone in him. The man taking cows and chickens and doing all that shit, trying to keep his mind off of Bud and the doom that he gonna see. You understand? They gonna call that doomsday because the boy gonna sink. We gonna sink him. We gonna sink his battleship. You understand? Okay. We gonna drown him in deep waters. Okay. But like I say, so if you a Spence fan and you from Texas, of course, Bud gonna win, but you praying and hoping that Spence do. And I'm done talking about that. The box scientist says Eddie Hearn took advantage of Jake Paul's inexperience on selecting the judges. Eddie Hearn had those judges in his pocket. Could have been. I got to rewatch the fight. Chase says, I think it should be Blue Blood versus Crawford. I think it should be Blue Blood versus Crawford and Bud come out as a southpaw on his ass. No, I kick Blue Blood's ass with his fat ass. I kick Blue Blood's fat ass myself. Leave it to us. You understand? Leave it to us. Won't you be one? Blue Blood short and fat. Y'all ain't seen Blue Blood short and fat with his lying ass. Got everybody calling me, blowing up my phone, talking about is the fight. Stop lying. The fight ain't been signed. They ain't did shit yet. You understand? Come on. Your lying ass. Piece of shit. D-Ray Promotions. I get you. Team Bud, Darius Kessler says, okay. L Boogie, man, we going in. L Boogie, I done 2 weeks off. Fuck it, let's go. I'm reading all the questions. Excuse my language. TJ Hall says, Ali knocked dude out last night. Well, okay, let me get to talking some shit. I'm so fucking sick of Ali. I can't stand his fucking braids. I can't stand that weak ass shit. And for the sake of one thing, please just call him Ali. Stop putting Walsh. That's a fucking ugly ass last name. It's a stupid ass last name. It don't sound like no fucking box. Stop saying Walsh. Just say Ali. Say his name is what's fucking Nico Ali. That sound better, But I think that which is the white man's. It's his. What can I say? It's one of his best traits, And when I say that as a whole, because I got some white brothers that are very close to me and that I love and respect and help me and been loyal and all that good stuff. And I consider them good people. But, Bob Arum to pull out, that's a shame. That man, Troy fought before him, an Olympian, a fucking 3-time United States amateur champion, fought before a fucking Ali who ain't never won shit in the amateurs, ain't never did. It's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It shows no nothing about the game. You just and he ain't even popular. Where was he at? He didn't even have no name. Shakur was already popular when he came out. Devin Haney was already popular when they came out there. They already had names. Nico Ali didn't have no fucking name. He didn't have no fucking name, but they parading him around. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Who did he knock out? I give a fella like I say, I give a Jake Paul a little bit more credit, only on the strength that he paying it forward. He understands he's not no world-class boxer. He understands that he broke into the game in a different way, and he paid homage to the other guys and gave them a little bit, made their checks a little fatter so they can feed their family a little bit more. And I appreciate that. So I give him love on that. You understand? What else was I gonna say? Like I say, but Ali, come on, man. I mean, it's just disrespectful. It's just sad and pathetic that they will put the man ain't earned his keep not one bit. They gonna ride Ali to the man and passed away. The man gone. He ain't got nothing like Ali. No nothing, no charisma, no nothing. But they throw him out there, boy. I tell you. So like I say, to pray on that is just sad and pathetic. You dig? It's so sad and pathetic. You dig? That's my boy Carlito. L Boogie says, Bernie, you got to start letting people know to call into your show. I did. I tell y'all can call my phone right now at 686-6529. I ain't changing my number. Again, I'm working on the which it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse. I'm working on trying to expand the show. But until this, like St. Listen said, he said I ain't the one you want. But y'all gotta swing along with me until somebody else come along and beat me. You understand? So just keep riding the wave with me. You understand? And like I say, I'm trying to work on the technological part about the show. But again, I did tell everybody you can call in on the show. My man Red did a call in on me one time, and I didn't rewatch the show, but they said you can hear it loud and clear. If y'all heard the song loud and clear, I just played it on the Bluetooth speaker. So I think if you call in, you can it'll be loud and clear. So call in. You understand? Appreciate you. Donald Banks says Spence, big goldfish getting fried and cooked up. Ain't he? Boy, we gonna fry him. We gonna bake him. We gonna fry him. We gonna saute him. What? Excuse me. Chillville say it. Chillville says, no disrespect, B, but Bud is the only boxer we want to talk about. And I feel that, and that's why you understand when you come in here, you get this is Bud Crawford's channel. This is very own channel. Like I say, I ain't gonna walk around and follow that man and watch everything he do. You understand? But we gonna talk this shit. You can see him on Instagram. You can follow him on what he doing and all this good stuff. And like I say, but this is the Bud channel. I think I got a caller from South Carolina. What's good, family?
What's going on, bro? I got a question, man.
Go ahead, family.
Now, I think Crawford gonna beat Spence.
Yeah.
Only thing that got me worried is that what will Crawford do to stop Spence from coming forward throwing all them hard body shots?
Well, did you see the what he said? We already practiced for that. That was way back in 2018. He said, "Don't come trying to do that shit. We're gonna counter him to the body. We're gonna counter him to the body. Come on, man. We're gonna counter the man to the body." I mean. And like I say, Bud hit harder than you think, And when Spence feel them thudding punches, he ain't gonna be so eager. He ain't gonna be so. Ugas wobbled him up, and Ugas is not known as a hard puncher. Don't got that many knockouts, and so like I say, and then we got do different things to offset that man.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing because I hear a lot of people talking about Spence gonna come forward with his side, but the side Crawford had that with Jeff Horn, so that side's overrated. He handled Jeff Horn easily with that side.
With the size. And like I said, Errol Spence, for what it's worth, he did a beautiful angle, but they were standing in front of him. Everybody stands right in front of Errol Spence. You understand? Everybody, nobody get that man no lateral movement. Everybody's standing right in front of him. So they might as well, they just as good as dead standing in front of man. Let the man punch on him. At one point, Ugas was standing hunched over taking punches. So I mean, and definitely Bud Crawford is light years ahead of Ugas. So I'm not worried about that one bit. And like I say, Shakur take anything away from Bud Crawford's game, which is he's asking for the pressure. He's asking for the best. You know, he didn't seen this fight a million times. He didn't replay it in his head. Of course, you know, Bud is a human being and anything can happen. But you know, he didn't seen this fight, played it out as many times in his head, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get the victory. And I think he has all the tools to do the victory.
Yeah, right on that. That's the same thing I said though. Good ain't gonna sit in front of him, but I ain't gonna hold you up, Bernie. I just wanted to ask that question.
South Carolina in the building. Appreciate you, family.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we had one caller in. I hope you all get to hear that. I don't know, but we had my first caller calling in. Man, it's going up. We are hour and 15 minutes. I might take us to 1:30. I got 200 people. My highest rated show. I think I went for 5K last time. Let's run it up. I need y'all to like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. And like I say, I'm going to talk a little shit, but it ain't going to be nothing too crazy. You understand? You understand? Like I say, what y'all going to work tomorrow? It's going to be a fresh Monday. Everybody going to be talking about the fight. They ain't got nothing else to do but keep talking about the fight for at least another week. You understand? The man look good. And don't forget to mention me. Subscribe, like, share. You hear me? Money Brown TV. I'm betting you 10,000. And I want to fight. When we going to fight? Money Brown? Bum, that's you with the girl over there. I think that was her sad ass talking about hope Spence don't fight, bud. Y'all sad as hell. Sad as hell. Sad. Why would you not want the man to fight? That's like I say, you trying to protect him. Y'all don't want that ass whooping. Y'all want to keep holding on to that fake ass crown that he got, which is the big fish, and he ain't. You know who we is. We the boogeyman. Oh, bum. You can't be a real fan. You enabling the man. Basketball playing says OG Bernie, Bud. Man, Bud like a Dragon Ball Z character. He gets better after each round. Don't he? Okay. I'm getting a couple more questions. Steve Penn, appreciate you. Yes, my boy. Steve Penn says, I'm checking in. Do your thing, bro. Bernie and Team Crawford all day, every day. D-Ray Promotion says, show Bud the truth, then make no excuses. We gonna do it. That's what he gonna do. Like I say, you know, it's going to be a royal affair, though. Everybody waiting on this fight. It's going to be a hell of a fight. And I think we're going to pull out. We're going to definitely come out victorious. Shakur said it best. He said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure it go my way. Bud is the bully's bully. You understand? He's the bully's bully. You dig? He's the bully's bully. You know, we bully bullies. You dig? So I'm looking for nothing less. And what I wanted to say was this, you know, outside of the popularity, far as the critics and the writers and whatever else who don't mean shit, it's respect. You know, I was talking to my young boy Allen, and I said, no, we didn't come away with the championship. They didn't give us the championship, but they know who you is. You understand? They know who you is. You know, they ain't never gonna fight them judges, but they're gonna fight you. So when they see you lined up in that bracket, they know they got hell to pay. You know, they know they got an obstacle to overcome in you. So, like I say, if it's what your peers say, you know, that's your contemporaries, you know, your contemporaries, what they say about you, you know, what they say about you, you know, is hands down. So it ain't nothing but respect. And like he said, Jay Prince always talking about that respect. You understand? Big Birdman said it. Respect. Put some respect on my name, you know? So, in that aspect, you know, like I say, put some respect on the kid's name, and it's all about respect. And I think he got that. Allen got respect coming in the amateur game, 139-pound stud. And, you know, Bud definitely got respect. All the fighters give him 10 times credit. You know, all the fighters, if they ask him who you want to be like, they want to be like Bud Crawford. None of them young boys want to be like no Earl Spence. No. Hell no. And you see how many southpaws we got. Oh, my God. They switching back and forth. Trendsetter. You know, sometimes a lot of people do it, but we do it the best. You dig? That's why they all doing it. You know, that's why they all doing it. We made it fashionable to switch. Give that man some credit. Okay. Fuck Money Brown. He ain't worth shit. And his show is trash. And all he do is make up lies and bullshit. And he got all them punk ass motherfuckers listening to all that shit. If y'all like listening to nonsense, go ahead. Be my guest. He got 10,000 fucking views. And he talk about shit. Listen to everything I say and turn it around and make up lies. Come on. Give me the 10K. But it's on you. I know Boxing says, now you Crawford fans don't go crying in the car when Spence. Oh, I know Boxing. Oh, I know Boxing. That's how you feeling? Sign me and you up too. I'll whoop your ass and Blue Blood Sports and Moni Brown on the same damn night. Fuck yous all. Fuck yous all in my Italian voice. Okay, I got a lot of motherfuckers talking shit out of here, so we ain't gonna get into that. Coach Lamont says, "Tell Bud I got a song for him. I sent it to Bomac and read." Okay, appreciate you. Like I say, only when it's up. I'm taking all bets. I'm taking all. You understand? We can reenact the fight. Me, you, me versus Moni Brown. Me versus Blue Blood Sports. Me versus I Know Boxing. You understand? Me versus anybody. It's us versus y'all. You feel me? I'm putting my money up. I got 10,000 on Bud. I got 10K on Bud. What you want to do? Put up or shut up. And the $1 million bet is still going. Darius Kelly says, take Spence. Take Spence. It sounds like you got him in your mouth, fella. Lord, before I say your prayers tonight. Say your prayers tonight. Aunt Britt says, what's up, Bernie? Okay, hold on. Let me end. I don't want to end on no fuck shit. I don't want to end on no question about no fucking Moni Brown. If y'all want to salute them motherfuckers, go to their channel. I don't give a fuck if y'all watch my channel. Don't go watching my channel, salute them motherfuckers. Salute them motherfuckers on another channel, because they ain't nothing but some gossiping motherfuckers. They don't know shit about no boxing. They don't know nothing about no styles. They don't know nothing about no boxing. They strictly going for Earl Spence because they bandwagon motherfuckers. That's all it is bandwagon motherfuckers. The girl that was talking said she hope Bud don't get, she hope Earl don't. Why wouldn't you want your man to clear his name? Because that's what he need to do. The burden of proof is on Earl Spence. Clear his motherfucking name to say he the big fish. Get your ass out of here. Get your punk ass out of here. Fuck you and the horse you rode on. Now, how about that? Now we got somebody talking. Chase says Spence is one-dimensional. He fight the same fight every day, throw his punches at the same speed, the same every fucking thing. Bud gonna dance all around him, step around him. Come on, man. We gonna stand in the pocket. We gonna beat the fuck out that boy. We gonna beat the fuck out that boy. Boxing scientist says Crawford will control his distance against Earl just like Shakur. Will he? Stop it. Come on, man. We're going to cut him up. We're going to bruise him. We're going to bake him. We're going to fry him. We're going to saute him. We're going to put him in a pan, boy. Ooh. T. Spence, what's good, family? Appreciate you. Jesse Jones, fuck you. Fuck you. Jesse Jones, fuck you. Fuck you. Jesse Jones, fuck you. TJ, you said it best. TJ Hall says Big Fish about to get filleted. Ooh, wee. Ain't he? But again, like I said, you know, that's fight coming up. That's a topic for another day. But it's still looming. You know, the big fight is looming. It's going to be a royal affair. You know, everybody and their mama going to be there in their Sunday best. You understand? It's going to be an all-out affair, and I can't wait for it to be a part of it and it go on. So, listen, like I say, I appreciate everybody in the chat. We didn't win. This is the longest show I done had. We went an hour and 22 minutes. And like I say, hold on, wait, before I go, don't y'all get out. Don't another person get out this chat. Not another. Before I go, we still got some big fights coming up. I want to talk about a couple more big fights we got coming up. We got Inayu versus Donaire coming up in the in a rematch for the Undisputed Bantamweight Championship. Donaire looked good, knocking out Kwabi for the championship. I think, like I say, Aaliyah said it best. Age ain't nothing but a number. You understand? And he's looking young. He's looking just as good as he did as a young fella. I think Donaire's about 38 years old. And, you know, he looked spectacular knocking out Kwabi. He gave Inayu, who's a young, fresh fighter, a hell of a fight. They fought tooth and nail. He even messed up his eye socket. So that we got that fight coming up. You know, 38 years old, really loving himself. You know, I think as you get older, you get to appreciate. And like I say, you work harder, you work smarter, not harder. And I think that's where Crawford is at in this stage. And at the same time, so shout out to Donaire. And I can't wait to see that fight coming up. Wish may the best man win. I don't give a damn who win that fight. We got Bam fighting Soren Visi, defending his WBC championship, fighting former lineal champion Soren Visi. Had a career best win, stopping Chocolatito for the Ring Magazine championship. Lost a close fight to he beat Quadras for the WBC champion in his first reign, way before anybody knew him. And I think he lost his WBC championship to Estrada, who was stripped of the WBC championship. And so Bam now got the championship. So I can't wait to see that fight. Shout out to Bam. His brother, two brothers. Oh, the brothers, boy, they ain't too far apart. They had the Marquez brothers. We got the Franco brothers. We got the Charlo brothers. We had the Spinks brothers. A lot of brothers in there doing their thing. We had the Darrell brothers, you know, coming up. So shout out to the brothers doing their thing. We got Franco. We got Franco fighting Estrada for the Ring Magazine Championship and the WBA Championship. They're going to consolidate titles. I don't know. I think that Franco was a good, but I think he's just a short level, just a little bit small level underneath Rodriguez. And I think that maybe Estrada got enough to pull that fight out. What else we got? So that's it. I wanted to just talk about those fights. We will talk about them as they escalate, you know, when they become available, when the dates are actually announced or when the fight is coming up. I appreciate everybody in the chat. You know who it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. Like I say, do this one thing for me. I need y'all to do 3 things for me. First, I need you to hit the like button. Then I need you to hit the subscribe button. Then I need you to share. I'm sorry, 4 things. Then I need you to hit the Cash App at Bernie the Boxer. You understand? So I need you to do them 4 little things for me. And with that, I'm gone. I said, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Hope that you miss me.